The first explosion created time and space, the second set planets in motion, and the third gave rise to life as we know it. A fourth mysterious explosion is then mentioned, setting up the story's premise. In a rain-soaked scene, a character encounters Fragile, who has the supernatural ability called Dooms at level 2. She reveals she works for Fragile Express, though the company is now mostly defunct. Their conversation hints at a dangerous world affected by something called Timefall. The world's history is revealed. It used to be interconnected with highways and air travel. The Death Stranding event changed everything, mixing the realms of the living and dead. People retreated to cities, and couriers became essential for survival. A character awakens to meet Deadman, a coroner working for Bridges, an organization focused on preventing human extinction. Special handcuffs are explained as connection devices. The destruction of Central Knot City is revealed, with only a few survivors remaining. An urgent delivery mission is assigned to transport morphine to the president, who is revealed to be in critical condition with cancer. The request comes through a holographic transmission, showing advanced communication technology in this world. Following the president's death, a secret contract is revealed. The protagonist is recruited into Bridges to help rebuild America. A crucial mission emerges. The president's body must be cremated before it necrotizes to prevent a catastrophic voidout, requiring a dangerous journey through BT-infested mountains. The nation is facing a critical moment with the death of Bridget, whose role is vital to keeping the Bridges organization alive. Her cremation needs to be handled with extreme secrecy, as her death could mean the end of America itself. Though she may be gone, there is still hope for an America worthy of the presidency. The mission requires careful timing, as corpses must be disposed of within 48 hours of death to prevent them from becoming BTs. Bridget Strand represented American Reconstructionism, maintaining people's belief in reunification despite the nation's fragmented state. During the mission, Sam encounters BB-28, a unit previously assigned to Igor. The BB unit is marked for disposal since it failed its purpose and cannot survive outside its pod. Despite still being alive, orders for its disposal have been approved by the director. The situation becomes dangerous as BTs surround Sam's position, likely from bodies that weren't incinerated in time. A voidout could occur if Sam is caught, which would devastate the surrounding area. Quick thinking becomes essential for survival. The interaction between someone with dooms and a BB can create dangerous feedback, amplifying fears and stress to potentially dangerous levels. After the intense situation, both Sam and the BB barely survived their encounter. The focus shifts to America's reconstruction under new leadership. After 10 years of separation, a reunion occurs with someone who hasn't aged, revealing connections to the beach. The mission to reconnect and rebuild America continues under a new president. An expedition team spent 3 years traveling west, convincing communities to join the UCA. They reached Edge Knot City, but faced tragedy when the team was eliminated and a key member was taken captive by Homo Demons, a militant separatist group. The mission involves establishing connections through the Chiral network. Sam is asked to travel west to complete the unfinished work, using a special Cupid device to integrate terminals into the network. The ultimate goal is reuniting America despite resistance from isolationists. The concept of strands becomes significant, representing both connections and isolation. Despite physical distance, bonds remain between people. The story explores themes of connection versus separation and the meaning of being stranded far from home. The Chiral network is currently limited to basic voice communications and small data transfers. To fully activate it, Cupid needs to be connected to terminals at knots. This will enable zero-time massive data transmission and connect everyone to the UCA network, restoring lost historical data and knowledge. Once chiral communications are established, it will restore 4.6 billion years of lost human knowledge and enable advanced features like holograms and chiral printers. However, only copies can be transmitted, not originals or things with souls, so porters remain essential for physical deliveries. Die Hardman explains the current mission is to extend the chiral network to Port Knot City. The network needs to be built gradually using intermediary knots, starting with a Bridges Way station. Basic equipment like ropes and ladders are provided to help navigate the terrain. The Death Stranding catastrophe completely transformed the world, forcing humans to adapt. The challenge now is finding ways to overcome BTs and rebuild civilization. The mission involves delivering essential supplies and connecting isolated communities to the network. Technical details about BBs are explained. They need regular synchronization with still mothers' wombs through the chiral network. This process helps reduce stress levels and maintain their BT sensing functionality, though no BB has lasted more than a year in service. A poignant discussion about humanity's declining population and the importance of rebuilding connections. While BTs remain a persistent threat, establishing these links provides hope for the future. The mission continues with determination despite the challenges ahead. A fascinating discovery suggests that bodily fluids from special individuals might affect BTs in unexpected ways. An old research paper explored this connection, highlighting how studying these materials could unlock secrets about the Death Stranding and unique physical properties. The goal isn't just about rebuilding, but rather uncovering hidden knowledge from the past. The chiral network is turning out to be super helpful in recovering lost data from across America. It's like piecing together a giant digital puzzle. Old expedition logs and reports that everyone thought were gone forever when Central Knot City got destroyed. Everything is accessible through private room terminals or cufflinks under the archive section. When it comes to BBs, taking care of their stress levels is crucial. Things like gentle cradling and rocking the pod can help prevent toxemia. Sometimes weird stuff happens though, like seeing faces or hearing voices. These are actually BB memories bleeding through the connection, since BBs are taken from their mothers at 28 weeks. Chiral crystals are pretty cool. They look golden and form these weird handprint shapes. The easiest way to spot them is to look for three things: rain, floating rocks, and those golden handprints. Using the Adratic scanner makes finding them way easier, and building watchtowers can help survey larger areas. The chiral network is basically next-level tech that uses the beach for instant data transfer. Some people think it might even be like a time machine. It's kind of like how prehistoric humans discovered fire. Super useful, but also potentially dangerous. Studying it more, especially how it connects to BBs, could lead to major breakthroughs. Exciting news about weapons and supplies arrived from Mama, who created special anti-BT weapon prototypes. These are being shipped from Port Knot City, along with essential medicines and genetic samples. The weapons will help protect people traveling outside city limits. The genetic materials, preserved using chiralium, will maintain population diversity. Instructions were given about making deliveries before crossing the lake to Port Knot City. The journey ahead would be the longest yet, requiring careful planning and route optimization to reach all necessary destinations efficiently. A remarkable porter proved their worth by completing a challenging delivery perfectly. This individual was tasked with connecting the region to the chiral network, marking a significant step forward in rebuilding connections. Port Knot City successfully joined the UCA network, marking a major milestone. While this connection increases terrorist targeting risks, it represents progress toward rebuilding America. The city gains access to chiral printing technology, potentially enabling future ship construction and water transport restoration. A groundbreaking discovery was made when someone successfully defeated a BT using special abilities. Their unique blood properties could expel BTs back to the other side, offering new hope for humanity's survival against these threats. Information emerged about Higgs's background as a separatist leader with the ability to control BTs. A former business relationship between key parties was revealed, highlighting how circumstances and allegiances had changed over time. The situation out west had dramatically changed since initial reconstruction efforts. Previous peaceful conditions were disrupted by terrorist attacks that devastated Middle Knot and partially destroyed South Knot City. This forced a strategic shift toward working with independent preppers to strengthen the network. The concept of multiple beaches and the multiverse is discussed. Each person has their own unique beach that they can use to travel across space. While some have special abilities to conjure BTs, others are limited to traveling only through their known beaches. These jumps are physically draining, depleting blood levels in the process. A warning is given about Knot City being full of terrorists. A proposal is made for collaboration, offering to help with beach crossing abilities to reach any location connected to the chiral network. This power could be useful for deliveries, though killing is not the primary objective. An incentive and means of communication is provided to consider the offer. Sam successfully completes a delivery at the distribution center. The entrance appears to be locked down, but that doesn't affect the current mission. The cargo is confirmed to be in excellent condition during processing. An important discovery is made and needs to be returned quickly. The security system protecting the complex remains uncracked, limiting further exploration. Sam receives praise for maintaining the cargo in pristine condition during delivery. A tense situation develops where hostiles must be eliminated to unlock a secured room. After clearing the threats, the search for an important terminal continues for establishing remote access. The mission involves extending the chiral network from Lake Knot City to South Knot City, requiring cooperation with prepper shelters. Despite resistance from some preppers, the goal is to demonstrate the benefits of joining the UCA through fulfilling their needs and making successful deliveries. A shelter resident expresses support for Fragile, defending her reputation against accusations of terrorism. They show enthusiasm about joining the UCA and using the chiral network to connect with others, having never experienced the world beyond their shelter walls. A successful retrieval of important tools leads to increased trust and cooperation. The recipient expresses gratitude and acknowledges the need for unity in face of growing terrorist threats. A new partnership forms, with promises of continued support and equipment sharing. A high-priority mission is assigned to recover a system server containing crucial validation data for an automated delivery system. The server was intercepted by mules during transport. Quick action is needed to prevent the loss of valuable data, as mules might destroy it while salvaging materials. A touching moment occurs discussing ancient Earth geography, with promises to show the real moon someday. The conversation reflects hope for future exploration and discovery. The completion of the road network represents a major milestone. This infrastructure development is crucial for creating a continent-spanning transportation system, emphasizing the importance of working with preppers to rebuild highways for coast-to-coast connectivity. A crucial conversation reveals Fragile's backstory with Higgs. Their partnership in package delivery turns sour when Higgs secretly used their system for terrorist activities, including smuggling weapons and a nuclear device into Middle Knot City. The weather station reconnection marks significant progress. This facility will now measure timefall and chiralium levels, providing crucial meteorological data through the chiral network. Enhanced weather forecasting capabilities become available through cufflinks. New technological developments include upgraded PCC capabilities and floating carriers. These carriers use chiralium crystals for hovering over rough terrain, though they require careful crystal management for operation. The completion of a safe house represents a major infrastructure achievement. This facility will serve as a crucial rest stop for porters and contribute to the broader network of mutual assistance. The discussion begins with praise for someone who saved a farm from destruction. The conversation then shifts to discussing an upgraded cargo scanner feature that helps prevent cargo from being pinged by providing the ability to counterping at the right moment. A Timefall farm is pioneering new agricultural methods. While they previously had test fields, predicting timefall patterns became challenging after terrorist attacks created craters and disrupted weather patterns. The network's forecasting capabilities will help get operations back on track and expand cultivation efforts. The Timefall farm has just joined the network, resulting in new delivery orders. The next client is a former communications repairman who became distrustful after an attack near South Knot City. After a successful delivery through dangerous ruins, the junk dealer reveals his belief that his girlfriend died during a terrorist attack. However, she is actually alive in a shelter southeast of the ruins. He requests proof of her survival. Upon delivery of a special package, a woman recognizes it immediately. She reveals she had escaped a terrorist attack with her mother, but lost contact with someone important. Her mother had lied about this person's death. An emotional reunion occurs between the junk dealer and the woman. They discover that her mother's lie kept them apart. The junk dealer proposes marriage, which she accepts, while expressing hope that her mother will understand and accept their relationship. With the region now connected to the chiral network, attention turns to South Knot City. Despite network connectivity, certain essential items like food, medicine, and blood cannot be transmitted digitally and must be physically delivered. The city needs supplies from Lake Knot to survive after recent attacks. The delivery of prototypes from the junk dealer receives positive evaluations. The motor design particularly impresses evaluators, leading to its addition to fabrication lists. A new pouch design is also approved and made available for customization. The Cairo network is expanding with increasing density levels, though Fragile reports issues making deliveries due to beach instability. Despite potential impacts on Cupid functionality, operations should continue as normal. At a distribution center, there is confusion over a mislabeled package intended for Fragile. A suspicious package is revealed to be from Higgs. Upon inspection, it turns out to be a nuclear device with an active timer. The only option is to dispose of it in the tar pit crater near South Knot to prevent catastrophe. Fragile reveals her tragic past with Higgs. When she discovered his plot to bomb South Knot City, she attempted to stop him, but was caught. Higgs forced her to choose between saving herself or walking through Timefall to dispose of the nuke, permanently damaging her body, but saving the city. The arrival at South Knot City brings hope as supplies are delivered and the Cairo network connection is established. The city's residents express gratitude for the assistance, seeing it as a chance to rebuild after the loss of Middle Knot City. A mysterious chiral spike causes communication interruptions. This leads to a surreal experience involving a war zone and a soldier attempting to take BB, though others claim only seconds passed. The incident raises concerns about the network's effects. A visit to Mama reveals her tragic situation. She remains connected to her deceased daughter, who became a BT during childbirth. The investigation of the temporal phenomenon suggests problems with the chiral network's expansion and faulty limiters in the Cupid system. A deep conversation reveals the complex ties between life and death. A blood sample is requested to study repatriate blood, showing the ongoing scientific curiosity about these special individuals. The tone is somber yet practical as the characters grapple with choices between the living and dead. Sam is asked to leave while others discuss important matters. Before departing, there's a shift in priorities regarding reconnecting the world. The delivery terminal outside becomes the next point of focus, setting up for future instructions. The mission to connect Mountain Knot City to the network is outlined. The route includes stops at a way station and distribution center. Despite issues with the Cupid software, the mission must proceed, highlighting the urgency of network expansion. A new zipline technology is introduced to help with cargo transportation. Additionally, Fragile offers transportation assistance, though this option comes with the limitation of not being able to carry cargo. This presents new strategic choices for delivery methods. At the way station, Sam receives recognition as the legendary deliverer and BT buster. The excitement about joining the UCA network is palpable, representing hope for reconnecting with others and improving their isolated situation. A dangerous situation is revealed involving explosives planted by separatists, highlighting the ongoing conflict between different factions. The incident emphasizes the need for increased security measures while processing deliveries. A breakthrough in weapons technology introduces hematic rounds, special anti-BT ammunition using the carrier's blood. This development shows the evolution of defense mechanisms, though it comes with the cost of using one's own blood supply. A crisis unfolds at Edge Knot City, which has been destroyed and overrun with BTs. The situation becomes desperate, with survivors seeking escape and placing hope in the completion of the chiral network as their path to freedom. New information about BB's history emerges, revealing their origin with separatist groups and subsequent adoption by Bridges. The technology's controversial past includes government experiments and a devastating incident on Manhattan Island. Tensions rise at Mountain Knot City as local leadership, particularly Lockney, expresses strong opposition to the UCA and the chiral network. The resistance stems from concerns about potentially triggering another death stranding. The relationship between Mama and Lockney, twin sisters and scientific geniuses, is revealed. Their combined expertise in physics and software development was crucial for the chiral network, though their current situation suggests a complex and strained relationship. A complex situation has developed regarding the development of the Cupid system. After a tragic accident, Lachna left Bridges and cut off communication. Her involvement is crucial for plans to reunify America, though direct intervention in their personal matters isn't explicitly requested. Any assistance in bringing Lachna back would be beneficial for the overall mission. New advanced cufflinks have been developed with enhanced capabilities. Beyond functioning as terminals, they now include a weapon feature specifically designed to counter BTs. These devices can sever the umbilical cords connecting BTs to the other side, effectively neutralizing them without causing voidouts. This advancement utilizes the unique properties of blood, as theorized. Edge Knot City is now accessible thanks to recent progress. Analysis of mysterious soldier encounters suggests a connection to World War I battlefields, potentially indicating interdimensional travel or some form of temporal displacement. The exact nature of these experiences remains unclear and requires further investigation. A critical situation has developed with BB-28, which is showing signs of becoming more human-like. The BB is developing increased brain activity, gaining weight, and forming memories. This transformation poses risks, with a 70% chance of catastrophic failure if removed from its pod. A reset procedure is proposed as the solution, though it may erase existing memories. Secret information reveals that early BB experiments, officially suspended after a voidout killed a president, actually continued under President Strand's direction. The original vision included integrating BBs into the chiral network for beach access. Questions arise about Die Hardman's involvement and true identity, with many details remaining classified. The primary mission must be temporarily suspended due to BB performance issues. A massive tar belt filled with BTs near Edge Knot City poses a significant challenge. The immediate priority is restoring the BB's functionality through increasing local chiral density and adjusting its alignment, requiring temporary separation between BB and its partner. Plans are in motion to resume BB functionality while advancing objectives to integrate the mountain region into the chiral network. The area is populated by privacy-focused preppers living in scattered shelters. Building trust with these independent folks will require patience and consistent delivery service. Operating without a BB unit temporarily will make it harder to detect BTs. Extra caution is needed, especially during rain. A new support contact via Bridge's dedicated line will help maintain operations. The connection to Bridge's network enables sharing of research and schematics. BB-28's operation was successful, though ongoing monitoring is required. The increasing chiral levels are proceeding as expected. Drug therapy should be sufficient for continued treatment. Network expansion remains crucial for monitoring and adjusting to changes in chiral levels. A critical medical situation involves a pregnant patient requiring more than just antibiotics. Urgent equipment delivery is needed from a doctor who has specialized machinery that could help with the treatment. Time sensitivity is paramount for this case. A prototype bioprinter and remote medical terminal need delivery to the mountaineer. This equipment, when connected to the chiral network, enables remote diagnosis and DNA vaccine creation. The technology represents a breakthrough in remote medical treatment capabilities. A researcher seeks help recovering their father's lost camera containing crucial documentation about potential Death Stranding evidence. The camera was dropped while fleeing from armed individuals, but its cargo tag might help locate it. The recovered camera revealed fascinating 30,000-year-old cave paintings showing dolphin-like creatures, theorized to be beach things. This suggests the Death Stranding might not be the first occurrence of its kind, potentially documenting an ancient extinction event. This discovery could revolutionize understanding of the phenomenon. BB-28 shows promising recovery signs, with vitals approaching optimal levels. The unit displayed awareness during a brief conscious moment. Ongoing diagnostics and adjustments are still needed, with fluctuating chiral levels presenting potential challenges to the recovery process. A network expansion is in progress, with one final site remaining to be connected. After confirming the proper functioning of the connection, control will be transferred. This represents the final step in completing the current phase of the network expansion project. A dangerous vortex containing high levels of chiralium has been detected near Mountain Knot City, similar to one previously seen at South Knot City. The phenomenon is slowly approaching, and while invisible to the naked eye, the data confirms its presence. This appears to be another supercell event that exceeds normal safety parameters. A reunion occurs as it becomes clear that Ming and MCH are actually one entity, highlighting the interconnected nature of existence in this world. This revelation emphasizes how traditional boundaries between separate beings have become blurred. An ancient handprint stencil has been discovered that predates known human history. The mountain location, theorized to be a former pyramid, is described as having a special connection to the beach and being a source of immense power. This location is thought to be crucial to the functioning of the chiral network. A tense situation unfolds in what appears to be a World War II setting, complete with period-appropriate tanks and soldiers. A mysterious warrior figure poses a threat, particularly targeting BB. The environment includes sewers and a distinctive square tower, creating a dangerous scenario requiring careful navigation. A dramatic revelation occurs about artificial creation and identity, touching on themes of humanity and connection. The discussion involves beaches, special connections between individuals, and the complex nature of relationships in this world. Military history becomes relevant with the discovery of a dog tag belonging to Clifford Unger. The nature of beaches and their connection to human consciousness is explained. These personal spaces are shaped by individual beliefs and can become entangled during mass death events, particularly in wartime. This creates endless cycles of experience, likened to a skipping record player. A person describes their unique condition where their heart stops every 21 minutes, leading to 60 deaths and resurrections daily. During each 3-minute interval on the beach, they search for their lost family members. This routine has resulted in an impressive number of beach visits compared to others who occasionally travel between the seam. The individual explains their heart condition, called myocardial copia, showing pictures of their unusually heart-shaped heart. After losing their family, they became fixated on finding them on the beach, leading to self-induced cardiac arrests to search for them repeatedly. They discuss their theory that everyone has a different beach and afterlife, finding the idea of spending eternity alone terrifying. Their goal is to reunite with their family in death, though the repeated cardiac arrests have damaged their heart, earning them the nickname Beach Scientist. A perfectly preserved body is examined, showing no signs of decomposition. An unusual umbilical cord is discovered, appearing more like a BT's tether than a normal fetal connection, marking significant findings about the connection between life and the beach. The person explains how their twisted heart has made their beach unique, connecting to others like a coronary bypass. Despite raising new questions with each visit, they remain determined to find their family members through these connections. A discussion about World War-era soldiers on the beach reveals how strong emotions like regret and resentment can create a collective purgatory. These battlefield manifestations may be connected to Higgs actions and BB catalysts. After another cardiac episode, they discuss the challenges of their 21-minute life cycle. Basic functions fit into this time frame, though sleep and certain interactions prove difficult to manage. The tragic backstory is revealed. While recovering from heart surgery, their family was caught in voidouts. During a power outage, they experienced their first beach visit, seeing their family in a procession before being revived exactly 21 minutes later. The conversation shifts to scientific research about prehistoric extinction events. A special research station is studying fossils from the late Cretaceous period, seeking clues about survival from past mass extinctions. A team of scientists studying extinction events needs assistance with chiralium contamination. Their research involves investigating prehistoric beach fossils, potentially linking ancient mass extinctions to the current death stranding phenomenon. The region is noted for frequent BT sightings, possibly due to its rich history of death and extinction. The discovery of chiralium in ancient strata suggests death stranding events may have occurred millions of years ago, predating human existence. Recent discoveries suggest that ancient fossil beaches appeared during major extinction events. The presence of chiralium in certain strata indicates these beaches emerged during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction. Data from the Chiral network reveals similar fossil beaches were found during other extinction events too, establishing a clear pattern across the Big Five extinction events. A mission involves transporting an antimatter bomb to help a paleontologist access deeply buried fossils trapped beneath tar. The explosive cargo requires extremely careful handling during transport, with special attention needed for any warning alarms that may trigger. A fascinating discovery emerges: a 200-million-year-old ammonite fossil with an unusual umbilical cord feature. The specimen was found in a recently exposed boulder field beneath a melted glacier. This unique fossil could represent a groundbreaking discovery, potentially connecting to the end Triassic extinction event. Research suggests tar and timefall are key features of the post-stranding ecosystem. These environmental changes drive extinction and adaptation through genetic enhancers and extinction factors. These genetic elements may be dormant within all organisms, representing evolutionary decision points since life's beginning. Analysis reveals high quantities of chiral matter in cells, particularly relating to a unique mother-child BT connection through an umbilical cord. This explains unusual antigenic reactions and connects to broader theories about the nature of the death stranding. Evidence points to multiple extinction events throughout Earth's history, with preserved specimens showing similar umbilical cord-like strands. These strands, found in various ancient organisms from mammoths to dinosaurs, suggest connections to the beach phenomenon and time preservation effects. A theory emerges that organisms with strands are potential extinction entities connected to the beach. These connections, rather than being purely harmful, may serve some evolutionary purpose. The presence of preserved specimens with strands across multiple extinction events suggests a recurring pattern in Earth's history. A discussion reveals suspicions about Bridget being an extinction entity, EE, and the possibility that Amelie may also be one. After Bridget's death, Higgs may have kidnapped Amelie, believing she has EE powers that could trigger a mass extinction event. The situation remains uncertain, especially since a single EE might not have enough power to cause a death stranding. Plans are made to head west and handle Die Hardman discreetly while maintaining the chiral network. Security measures are activated as preparations begin for an important mission involving the construction of a crucial relay point. Details emerge about building a Cairo relay at a previously abandoned way station site. Despite the location being deemed unstable before, it's now considered the best option for expanding the network westward to rescue Amelie. The foundation remains intact but requires new materials. The successful connection of the relay marks major progress toward reaching Edgenot City. Plans are made to establish a safe house that will eventually expand into a larger facility, honoring those lost to the tar. The next challenge involves crossing a dangerous tar belt. Higgs makes a dramatic appearance, revealing his awareness of Amelie's location thanks to the network. He challenges Sam to a contest where the winner gets to initiate the end of days, speaking cryptically about masks and approaching extinction. Amelie makes a shocking confession on the beach, revealing her true name is Amelie and admitting to being an extinction entity. She begs Sam to stop her from ending everything, despite wanting everyone to be whole. She promises to wait for Sam on the beach. The chiral network successfully spans the entire continent, unifying the United Cities of America. The focus shifts to retrieving Amelie, who is deemed the rightful successor to Bridget Strand, while staying alert for Higgs' interference. Higgs reveals his master plan, explaining how Sam unknowingly helped by connecting the network. He discusses the previous 5 mass extinctions and announces the arrival of the 6th, which would surpass all others in scale. After a confrontation, plans are made to pursue Higgs to the beach. Fragile offers to help Sam make the journey, explaining they can use their connections to reach Amelie. Sam prepares for the final confrontation, choosing to leave his weapons and BB unit behind. The Extinction Entity poses an imminent threat to humanity. Rather than delaying the inevitable end that awaits in hundreds of thousands of years, those with Doom's abilities are bound to this beach for a final confrontation. No one who dies here can return, making this the ultimate showdown to end the cycle once and for all. An intense conflict unfolds as two forces clash in a battle reminiscent of America's past glory. Despite one side's confidence in their Doom's abilities, their opponent proves to be a formidable challenge. The fight represents more than just physical combat. It's a clash of ideologies about humanity's fate. Fragile makes a dramatic entrance, demonstrating her resilience and strength. She confronts her adversary, revealing that their bond is stronger than expected. The confrontation exposes vulnerabilities on both sides, challenging previous assumptions about power and control. A metaphorical exchange occurs between characters, with discussions about masks and true identities. The scene involves careful planning for future movements, particularly regarding travel to the east. The network system proves crucial for coordination and communication. A shocking revelation emerges about motives and deception. The truth about building the UCA comes to light. It wasn't about America or bridges, but rather personal connections. This revelation forces a re-evaluation of previous actions and relationships. A tense confrontation occurs involving President Strand, focusing on accountability and attempts to make things right. The scene deals with themes of atonement and responsibility, suggesting that some actions cannot be undone. The story shifts to an eastern location, where important information about recent events is shared. Key characters have gone missing, and logs fail to capture crucial events, leaving only personal memories as evidence. Questions arise about control and manipulation of certain situations. The focus turns to establishing a new government and addressing larger existential threats. The network expansion has caused unexpected complications, making certain types of travel dangerous. Characters must adapt their plans accordingly. Discussion turns to special items and their significance, particularly regarding BBs. These unique elements serve as bridges or foundations for crucial developments. The situation becomes increasingly complex as new information emerges. The truth about BB experiments is revealed. They were designed as catalysts for the chiral network, not just BT detectors. This revelation exposes a deeper layer of deception and raises questions about the moral costs of progress. The network represents both humanity's greatest achievement and its most troubling ethical compromise. An investigation revealed that Clifford Unger willingly placed his child in scientists' care for BB experiments, unaware of their true intentions. When he discovered their plans and failed to regain custody, he developed a deep grudge against President Strand, who permitted the program. His hatred later extended to Bridges' organization, leading him to target Amelie and others close to the director. Research into the director's background showed everything prior to Bridges was redacted. This raised questions about a possible personal connection between the director and Clifford Unger, potentially explaining how they ended up on Amelie's beach together. The mystery deepened regarding their shared history and true motivations. The chiral network caused individual beaches to merge into one massive seam, risking BTs flooding into the world. While some beaches remained isolated, Amelie's beach existed on a higher plane, controlling others. Cliff aimed to seize control of her beach to trigger the last stranding as revenge against the world. Evidence suggested Cliff might be BB's father. Rather than seeming hostile, he appeared to want communication about the BB's origins. The director was found held captive on the beach, hinting at an unknown history between them and Bridget Strand that needed investigation. shocking revelations emerged about Amelie. While some claim to have met her in person, most only interacted with holograms. Records showed Bridget Strand had been unable to have children due to cancer, casting doubt on Amelie's identity as her daughter. Questions arose about whether Amelie was truly real or an extinction entity. A confrontation revealed that Amelie orchestrated major events from behind the scenes. She controlled BTs and transformed Higgs into her agent of extinction using special abilities. The truth about BB technology came to light. While Bridget's BBs connected to the world of the dead, terrorist dolls linked directly to Amelie and her beach. A crisis situation has developed where cargo needs to be recovered and transferred to the capital. The cryoprinters are currently out of commission due to network problems. The situation calls for collaboration with other porters to get through this challenging time. A major breakthrough has occurred with the successful delivery of cryptobiotes. These will be used to help restore Fragile, who has been in recovery. The team expresses immense relief and gratitude for this achievement that could help get things back to normal. The team has finally reunited after an intense solo journey. There are concerns about beach-related travel causing molecular-level issues. A key figure was discovered outside the isolation ward, showing similar symptoms to previous beach exposure incidents. A complex explanation reveals how beaches function like a multiverse system, with one particular beach acting as the heart of this network. This central beach exists on a higher plane and remains inaccessible to most, controlling the flow and direction of all other beaches. A critical mission emerges. Someone must visit a special beach to prevent a catastrophic event called the Last Stranding. The stakes are incredibly high. Success could save the world, but failure could result in permanent separation from reality. A philosophical discussion unfolds about keeping the world going despite its inevitable end. The focus shifts to making the most of available opportunities and maintaining hope, even if only to delay the inevitable. The Last Stranding has begun earlier than expected. A mysterious encounter reveals shocking truths about identity and relationships, setting up a crucial confrontation that will determine the fate of everything. A major revelation occurs about multiple identities being part of the same entity. The truth about Bridget, Amelie, and their connection to the Extinction Entity comes to light, changing everything previously understood. Two critical choices are presented: either watch the world end in a massive antimatter surge or attempt to prevent the Last Stranding by severing connections to the beach. Both options carry severe consequences for humanity's future. The truth about recurring nightmares and their connection to past extinctions is revealed. These dreams were actually visions of multiple world-ending scenarios, leading to the development of the Chiral network and attempts to understand the beach's relationship with time and death. The growing nightmares drove an urgent race to complete the Chiral network. Research focused on bridge babies and their connection to the world of the dead, while trying to understand what caused previous mass extinctions. This knowledge was crucial to preventing a sixth extinction event. The foundation of Bridges' organization marked a determined effort to expand the network across America. The universe began with an unlikely Big Bang, where a tiny bit of matter survived instead of being canceled out by antimatter. This cosmic fluke created our world, which exists in a constant state of imbalance. The 5 previous mass extinctions may have been the universe's attempts to restore nothingness, but life consistently managed to endure and evolve stronger. The revelation of being an extinction entity led to the spread of dooms and the Death Stranding. BTs began using the beach to cross over, causing voidouts and pushing the world toward extinction. The choice became clear: either wait for slow extinction or trigger a quick end through the Last Stranding. The completion of the Chiral network marked the birth of the United Cities of America. a new nation without walls or masks. The president pledged to support and defend the people, acknowledging the Death Stranding as part of their past, while embracing a hopeful future built on collective strength and unity. The rescue mission involved using President Strand's umbilical cord and the mysterious revolver. After a month-long search across multiple beaches, the team finally located their target. The DNA-woven cord served as a connecting thread, binding everyone together in an intricate plan that the president had seemingly anticipated. A profound confession revealed the complex relationship between Die Hardman, Cliff, and their shared connection to America. Despite past actions driven by love and loyalty, the weight of guilt remained heavy. The ghost's return brought unexpected forgiveness and a chance for redemption through continued service to the nation. The story continues with difficult decisions regarding Lou and the decommissioning order. A choice emerges between following official protocol and taking an alternative path. The removal of cufflinks offers the possibility of disappearing from the UCA network, presenting a moment of crucial personal choice. A deep conversation unfolds about feeling broken and disconnected. Despite rebuilding America, there's hesitation about finding a place to belong. The discussion touches on personal growth and the challenge of maintaining connections, highlighting how everything touched seems to slip away. The focus shifts to a special child, described as unique and possibly meant to be a foundation for something greater. The child is compared to an astronaut, symbolizing humanity's potential to explore beyond current limitations. There's mention of imminent freedom and new beginnings. A tense confrontation reveals complex layers of loyalty and deception. A masked woman with high-level access privileges is questioned about her truthfulness. The situation involves sensitive information about a BB unit and a 5-minute window for action. A touching moment of loyalty emerges as a former subordinate helps their commander, acknowledging past debts and sacrifices. Critical information is shared about a planned facility transfer and a communications network project. The helper provides essential details while warning about system surveillance. A difficult decision regarding life support systems is presented. Time constraints are explained, with only 5 minutes available for action. The scenario involves careful system manipulation to create an opportunity for escape. Technical details about network connectivity and cufflinks are discussed. The conversation includes warnings about executive orders and the risks associated with removing something from its containment, with a 70% chance of catastrophic failure mentioned. An emotional scene unfolds with apologies and regrets expressed to someone named Lisa. The situation becomes increasingly tense, with security involvement and attempts to maintain control of the area. A heartfelt monologue about parenthood reveals how becoming a father transformed fear into bravery. The speaker reflects on responsibilities and past choices, expressing regret for delayed realizations. A significant transition occurs as someone returns to consciousness. There's discussion about severing connections to the other side and the end of a BB's original purpose. A decision about raising a child independently is made. The scene culminates in an intense moment of anticipation and hope as someone desperately tries to wake up another person, repeatedly calling for them to regain consciousness. The emotional tension builds with each attempt.